Hello guys, happy weekend. It is now Saturday evening around 6 p.m. and I'm finally coming back to do a video. I have little Miss Layla girl here. So I'm gonna feed her in this video. And back here I have little Miss Laura girl. So I decided I couldn't decide what baby to do my video with. So as usual, there's two babies. Sometimes I end up with more than two babies to do the video. Today I decided on these two because again, I wanted to feed Layla some water in this video. So I'm using regular distilled, not distilled, purified drinking water. I usually give my drinking wet babies some kind of bottled water. I don't give them tap water from the sink when I do drinking wet feedings. It's just something I just try to stick to the bottled water. So she's gonna get this man bottle, the cream colored matte top one. And then I'm gonna give her one of these bibs. As I said, I love this print on these. Mainly this one, the print I love. So I had the onesies. I don't know if I showed these bibs because I think I went back and got the bibs and the hand mitts after I had the onesies and the socks. And then I was like, I just have to have the whole set. And I think when I go back to the store, if they have the onesies in the 3-month size, I'm gonna get another pack of the onesies in the 3-month size because I have the newborn pack. And I just absolutely love this print so much. I have the burp cloths too, that I really want to get the 3-month size whenever I do go back. Okay, so I fixed the bottle, put some KY liquid lubricant, personal lubricant on the nipple. I have people messaging me all the time asking what did I put on the baby's nipple on the bottles or the pacifier in my videos. So that's why every now and then I show it close up. This is the liquid one, not the jelly. This one is easier to use. It just doesn't get all clunked up in the baby's mouths. You just need a little bit of it and it'll, you know, just rub it around the nipple and it works perfectly fine. And make sure it's, you know, water-based. It doesn't matter what brand it is because all of the brands, you know, they basically work the same way. Some of them are cheaper to get than the KY brand. So you could get the dollar store brand. It does not matter. All of them kind of work the same way. Trying to turn you guys since I got her on my lap. So I have my camera positioned differently today. I wanted to kind of try out a different way to sit so I could put my feet down on the floor and not sit too much sideways like when I'm sitting at the top of my bed, because it's uncomfortable when I be sitting so sideways and twisted, and then I be having my leg bent and then it starts hurting. So I was like, okay, today I'm gonna sit at the bottom of my bed and see how this works. And then I could kind of, you see how I have my arm propped up on the boppy to support the baby so you guys can see her more. So sometimes I might sit like this. It could be a better way to sit. I'm always trying to find better ways where I could sit. So you guys could kind of see the baby, you could see me, and it kind of just works out. So anyway, enough of my rambling. If you are new to my nursery, my channel, welcome, and please subscribe while you're here. Hit that subscribe button. My hair wants to act up now. Now it wants to get in the way. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I pop up a new video. Right now, I don't really have a schedule for my videos. I just basically have been just doing them whenever I can get a chance to do a video. Because if you are new and you're not, you don't know, I have a new granddaughter, and she was born on April 19th, and she is a premature baby. So that means that, of course, they're in the hospital longer, and we are running back and forth for hospital visits with the baby, checking on the baby, spending time with the baby at the hospital. So therefore, I don't know like what days am I home, when I'm not exhausted, when can I do a video. So basically, I'm just squeezing my videos in whenever I could get one in. So today I didn't go to the hospital. I went yesterday and stayed all day. So therefore I said, okay, I'll do a video today since I'm home today. And then tomorrow is Mother's Day. Don't let me forget to all the moms, happy Mother's Day. And of course, some of us don't have biological children, but we could be godmothers, aunties, you know, you help out with the neighbors' kids, you have fur babies, you have your reborn babies, your silicone babies, you're still a mom. That's how I see it. We're all kind of a mom to somebody. Me, I have 5 children, 5 living human children. And now I have my new grandbaby. I'm so excited now with this new role, this new title of grandmother. My first Mother's Day, you know, as a new grandmother now. So that's something new. And then of course I have my doll babies, my silicone babies and my reborn babies. And I love them, you know, so much. My dolls, they definitely are part of the family, and they just allow me to kind of relive those moments, my dolls, when my kids were babies. Now I get to feed my dolls like I'm feeding little Layla here. I get to buy baby clothes for my dolls because all of my kids are grown, you know, halfway grown. The youngest ones are in high school. So one is graduating this year, my son. The next daughter will graduate next year, Nicole. And then I have the youngest, Brianna. She's a freshman. She's in 9th grade, going to 10th grade next year. So all of my younger kids are getting older, definitely, so quickly. And then I have 2 grown daughters who are, you know, finished high school, college, you know, a while ago. So I have also 2 grown kids. And now I'm kind of starting over with a new grandbaby. But in between all of that, definitely I enjoy my dolls, because you miss your babies, your real babies, when they are no longer babies. And that's where my dolls come in. I can hold them whenever I want, buy baby clothes and Pampers and all of that stuff, and change them and feed them, you know. So that's how my dolls kind of just fulfill my free time, you know, doing videos with them. Even when I don't do videos with my dolls, I still hold them off camera. I love dressing them up. I love laying them on my bed and just looking at them. So that is how my dolls come in. And now I have a new grandbaby to start over with in the baby stage. So I guess I'll be having her and my dolls together. Somehow I'm gonna work that out too. It's gonna be her with my dolls, because I'm definitely not gonna give up my dolls because I have a granddaughter. At first I was thinking like, am I gonna want to still like hold my dolls and stuff and spend time with them now that I'm gonna have a newborn granddaughter? You know, will she take up more of my time and I'll lose interest in my dolls? Because my dolls was kind of fulfilling, you know, my babying, mothering needs of, you know, having a baby in the house. My dolls were fulfilling that. So I was thinking, when I have the grandbaby, will I want to play with my dolls anymore, or will I lose interest? But I think as she's been born, but she's not home yet, you see, that's the difference. But I'm thinking I still love my dolls. Definitely love my little grandbaby. She's so sweet and precious. I can't wait till she comes home. But I think I will have her and the dolls on my bed. It'll be her and my doll babies together. I will be enjoying the granddaughter and still my dolls, because of course it's my grandbaby and she's going to be with her mommy and daddy and stuff like that. So I won't have her all the time. So again, that's where my little dolls come in, right? I still want to hold my dolls too when the grandbaby is not here. Or I may be up here doing videos with the grandbaby and the dolls. Who knows? We're going to see how it all works out, you guys. So anyway, as I'm rambling, I haven't introduced this little one. If you're new, this is Layla that I'm feeding. She is the Dwayne Awake full body silicone girl. The girls are called Dania. So she is Layla Dania or Denia. And she is a drinking wet baby. Not all of them are drinking wets. That was the option you had with this baby. I got her as a custom baby in July 6th is her birthday, 2018. So she'll be with me 5 years coming up. And she is by Clear Taylor Dolls. And she was a custom by Clear Taylor Dolls. So definitely one of the things I wanted in this baby, because I love feeding my dolls, I wanted a drinking wet system. So that was definitely one of the things that drew me to this baby. Her cute little face, which the baby is actually a boy, and she looks just like the actual original real Dwayne baby boy, except I wanted her to be a girl. And this baby is a portrait baby created from the picture of a real living baby, Dwayne. So yeah, when I got her, the main thing I wanted in her was the drinking wet system. Because I love feeding my dolls, even when they don't have a drinking wet system. I feed them with the, you know, the sealed bottles and the fake milk in it. So finally, when I got this baby and she was a custom, one of the options was, you know, at that time, the drinking wet systems were just getting really popular in the silicone dolls. So one of the main features I wanted was a drinking wet doll, you know. So, and I definitely still use her drinking wet system. I used to feed her more when she was newer. So she's almost finished that. It's like all the way down to the rim. You can't really see it on camera though, I don't think. But it was about 6 ounces in here. It was like up to there, and now it's down here. She has like 2 ounces left. So she had about 4 ounces. So yeah, I used to feed her at first, when I first got her home, like every minute I was feeding this baby. She definitely got fed. You would have thought she was living. The way I was feeding her. I just absolutely enjoyed her drinking wet system when she first got here, and I still enjoy it now, but I don't feed her as much anymore. Just moving out her hair because it looked like she has a bald spot right there, but she doesn't. But yeah, so now I noticed I'm getting back into, excuse my hand, you guys. I'm getting back into the drinking wet feedings with her more lately. I'm enjoying it again. So you see how our hobby constantly changes with the type of dolls we want to collect, or the type of features we might want in the doll one minute, then the next doll you get, you don't want that, you want something different. It's just constantly changing. But she is my main newborn size she's like a newborn to 1 month size baby, and she's definitely one of my top babies. I would say she is my top baby in my collection, because she was my first custom by Clea Taylor, made just for me, because also, I've had her so long now, I just love her more and more. And because she has the drinking wet system, like, I don't get tired of this baby, and I'm so happy she has a drinking wet system, so that way when I want to feed her, I can. It's just something about the drinking wet system I love, because it really adds even more realism to these babies. In my opinion, when I feed her and she wets her little diaper, it's like she's so close, to a real baby. The way she's sculpted, the way she feels, her size, how she looks, her skin looks like skin and all that. She's so soft. And then you add that drinking wet system to her, and she wets her diaper and changing her diaper and all that. She really, really is so truly like close to a real, living baby. And I love how she curls up. Look at her little legs and feet. Love how curled up she is. So she is definitely still one of my top favorite babies of all time in my collection. She still holds that spot. And she pretty much has all of the features you would want in your, your full body silicone dream baby. Her diaper's like is about to bust. It is definitely full. So we're gonna change her, and I don't know if I'm gonna try to change little Miss Laura back here. This is Laura Bell back here. She is the Laura. Let's see, can I pick her up? She is Laura by Bonnie Brown. My light looks so bright, it just drowns out their color. But this is little Miss Laura. I love how floppy she, like how I weighted her, where she's heavy more to her bottom and her head, but in the middle she got that little bend where you can kind of pose her and stuff. She's not stiff. Like sometimes I'll put too much stuffing in there and then they be stiff. She is just right where she's heavy but still floppy. I need to fix my one of my other babies and try to weight it like this baby back here is weighted. But she is Laura by Bonnie Brown, and she was painted and rooted by me. So I'm going to try to change her into a onesie. We'll see how this video goes with little Miss Layla getting changed first. So we can kind of move the camera around now without actually moving anything. That's what I was trying to do when I set up my little setup down here at the bottom of my bed, where we can just do everything and I don't have to move around too much. All right, so she is soaked. So we gonna first get her a diaper. I hope I have the right diapers out here because I didn't even look. This is a newborn Pampers. And what is she wearing? Or do I want a cloth diaper? Because I wanted to try her in this little outfit I showed you guys last week. And this is the ones from Walmart Modern Moments. It's a 0 to 3 months in this gauze material. So I wanted to see, can she fit this? So we gonna try this. So I think she needs a cloth diaper under this actually, which she's probably gonna end up wetting the cloth diaper a little bit because she's probably not done wetting her diaper. So I probably will have to definitely change her out of the cloth diaper later and put a dry one on her, because the cloth diapers, of course, is going to get wet. I'm going to have to let it dry. So I usually check her diaper again like in an hour after I change her. Right now, an hour or two, I'll check it again to make sure, because sometimes she will still wet just a little bit even after I change her. So I'm gonna, instead of this, I'm going to put her in the cloth one that I have here in this bag. It's a little Joey one. I'm gonna just put her in this one so it'll kind of fill out her little outfit in the back. Let's scoot this under. So while I'm changing her, it just reminded me, with my little granddaughter, as I said, she was born prematurely on April 19th. So she turned 3 weeks old this past Wednesday. In our regular counting, she's 3 weeks old. But if you count gestationally, if she was still inside her mommy where she should have been right now, she would be, yesterday the nurse told me, she would be 30, yesterday she was 30 weeks and 6 days. So that means today on Saturday, she would be now 31 weeks about. So 31 weeks gestation. So she's still in the incubator. She's still on the breathing tube. She's still on the feeding tube. She can't have a bottle until she's off the breathing tube. So at 31 weeks, she is now 14 inches, which I mixed up her length last time on my video. And I did correct it when I was editing the video. I put it on the screen, but a lot of people, I guess they didn't see it. She was 13 and a half inches. She's now almost 14 inches long in her length. And she was 3 pounds and 1 ounce yesterday. 3 pounds, 1.4 ounces. So she hit the 3 pound mark again because she had lost a little bit last week. So she went back up to 3 pounds and now she's 3 pounds and 1.4 ounce. So with all of that being said, so she's growing really nicely. Her head circumference, when I was saying that 23 centimeters, that was actually her head circumference, which is about, I think when I looked at the ruler, her head was like 9 inches around, something like that, 23 centimeters. So when they are so small and premature, and they do let us change her diaper if we want to. The nurse assists you, of course. And she's still in the incubator. You got to put gloves on and all that stuff when you change her. But the important thing, you know how normally if it's a real baby, you tend to take their legs and just lift them up, right? With our silicone babies, I don't like lifting my silicone babies like that because I feel like it's going to pull on their legs too much. And you don't want to tear your silicone baby the knees behind there because you're pulling all that weight on their legs. Well, ironically, with the premature real babies, they don't want you lifting them by their legs either. You cannot change her diaper, my little granddaughter, or any of the premature babies, and lift them by their legs. No, no. So when you change her diaper, you have to take her hips, slide the diaper under there, just like we be changing our silicone babies. I found that to be so funny when the nurse first was telling us how to change her. You have to kind of take the baby and push her to this side, pull the diaper up, then maneuver her to this side, pull the other side of the diaper up. You know, you basically, what they tell you, to not lift the baby's bottom up, not even like this. You can't. It makes the blood rush to the premature baby's head the more you're lifting them up like that. So you cannot really lift her up by her legs. It actually can be dangerous. Who would think changing the diaper could be dangerous, right? But for a premature baby, you have to be careful how you change them. So some of the times when I'm there, I want to change the diaper, but most of the time when the nurse asks me, I'll be like, no, that's okay. I just watch them change her. I'll take her little temperature under her arm and stuff like that. You know, they allow us to like put pressure on her because they say it makes them feel safe. So you can put your hands in the incubator and like apply pressure. You can hold her little hands while the nurse change her. I'll do that. You can put a little pressure on their head. They said that actually makes them feel secure. I do that stuff. I don't really like changing her diaper too much because you have to, like I said, take the diaper, and I'm still doing it wrong. That's why I don't want to do it yet too much with the real baby, with my grandbaby. Because you got to take the diaper and kind of like, just like I got it like this, and scoot it, try to scoot it under them as far as you can get it. And then, like I said, roll them over a little bit and pull that side up. Then roll them and pull up the other side. Basically, that's how you have to change a preemie's diaper. You cannot be lifting their legs too much. So it's like a technique to it, and you have to be really cautious and careful with them when you're changing the premature baby's diaper. Like, so I don't really want to change her diaper too often. I probably did it once so far in 3 weeks. So this is Layla's soak and wet diaper. You can see the line starting to turn green. She definitely drank a lot of her water today. She must have been thirsty. You was thirsty, Layla. You was waiting for mommy to feed you. So yeah, that's something new with the preemies that I never knew before, because I've never had like a preemie with my own babies. They might have been born a couple of weeks early, but not as early as my granddaughter. Like, it's totally different when they are born as early as my granddaughter's. You know how early she was born. Like I said, when she was born 3 weeks ago, she was like 27 weeks and 2 days at that time. I'm trying to think, am I gonna leave Layla in her little t-shirt? She don't really need it. I'm gonna take it off. So that's just a little grandbaby update. She's doing really well, thank God. Thank you guys for all your prayers again. I really appreciate it. Keep the prayers coming. She's definitely, you know, she's improving and getting stronger every day, and I'm so thankful. You know, every day is a blessing. She gets a little bit bigger, a little stronger. You know, her lungs are getting to grow a little more and more. And that's the main thing right now, that we are definitely anticipating her lung development. Like, that's the thing with the premature baby, is their lungs being, you know, premature, not mature enough for them to breathe on their own. So hope and pray whenever the next time they try to take that breathing tube out, she will be able to actually breathe on her own. One day last week when her mommy was holding her, because they do let the mommy and daddy hold them and do skin to skin with her now. At first they couldn't. It had to be, I'm thinking, a week and a half before they allowed that. Because that first week they don't want too much touching with them, because they didn't want her to get any infection. So by the, say, week and a half later, she was allowed where they could hold, her mommy and daddy could actually hold her and do skin to skin. And even with that, you got to be careful, because she's hooked up to all of the monitors and all of that stuff running to her IV, you know, all of the things that they be hooked to. So you have to be careful nothing comes loose while you're holding her and all of that stuff. So they set up the chair for the mommy or daddy to sit and hold her right near her little incubator. So that way she's not far away from all of the things that she's attached to and hooked up to. So this week, she's so strong, that baby, I'm telling you. She can kick her little feet. She be waving her little hands and arms and, you know, her legs and moving her little head. Now they do turn her from side to side. The first week and a half or so, they didn't do that yet. They didn't want her moved too much at all. But after that, they started moving her like every few hours. They turn her from one side. You know, they position her and prop her and secure her where she could lay on this side. Then they wait a couple of hours, and then she might be on her back. And then they wait a couple of hours, and then when the nurse changes her and stuff, her diaper, then she'll turn on, you know, on this side. Then she also, because she's hooked up to the machine that's breathing for her, she's allowed to be on her tummy. But they said by the time she leaves the hospital, they're going to retrain her to be on her back again. And she's only allowed, of course, babies only allowed to sleep on their little backs. So that's the different stuff they do, turning her and, you know, letting her go from side to side, front to back, and all of that stuff. So that way they're not just laying in one position. And I love how this baby look on her tummy. Let me just show you guys. And look at her, so sweet. I gotta get a picture like this. And I keep forgetting. I say I'm gonna take their picture like this after the video, and I always forget. So I have to get a picture of her like that. It looks so cute. But yeah, so this week, as I was saying, when her mommy was holding her one of the times, she is so strong, the baby. As little as she is, she knows how to, like, if I have my hand in there during the touch time, and is only a few minutes touch time. That's when you change their diaper, check their temperature. You're allowed to, like, put your hands on them and stuff inside the incubator. She can hold your finger. And her little hands are so little, oh my gosh. But you can still feel her little grasps. And she grasps your fingers so tight with her little fingers. It's so precious. Like, oh my goodness, she just makes my heart melt. But yeah, her mommy was holding her and she pulled her breathing tube out, y'all. And I wasn't there at the time when that happened, and I'm glad I wasn't, because I would have been, forget it, panicking like, forget it. But she can breathe on her own for a little bit. That's the good thing about it. Although the breathing tube came out, she can breathe on her own for a little bit. And the nurse said that was good because she's getting stronger. She, you know, she can breathe on her own. But of course, they hurried up and put it back in. But I'm telling you, the baby grabbed onto the breathing tube and pulled it out herself. So I guess she's letting us know soon she's ready for that thing to come out. She ready to do her own thing. She is something else. She's a strong little girl. For her to be so little, you can just see, like, her personality already, how she is gonna be something else. She is gonna be a little diva. You can just tell already. She's her grandma's girl. All right, so I brushed Layla's hair while she was on her little tummy. And she is fitting this outfit because I didn't think it would fit, because Layla has them little curled legs, and certain, like, one-piece rompers like this, a lot of times they be too long for her when they in this 3-month size. But this one, by Modern Moments, is not that long. Like, she could get away with wearing this one. It's not super long. So I like how it fits her, because I was wondering, could she fit this? It's still a little long, but she could actually wear this one. So I was saying I wanted to try to change little Laura back there. But again, me rambling. And when I do the drinking wet feedings with Layla, it definitely takes long. It takes a little bit longer than if I were to just change her and not feed her. So that is her outfit. She has this little passy clip. It has like these beads, the beads inside of this crochet swirl with a little bow on it. I've hardly used this. This came with somebody, I think. It has a little heart on the clip. And I gave her this regular little yellow and white nook. So that is the passy. I never actually clipped them till they closed though. So that's her pacifier. And then I don't really have yellow headbands. I'm gonna give her this one. It's mostly green with these kind of champagne colored or beige colored flowers on it. It's not really yellow, but I think it goes nicely with this little romper. She can get away with it. Let's give her the pacifier. And I don't think I'm going to change Laura. I don't know, because we already at 33 minutes. So I might come back and do a video with Laura and another baby and change them in a separate video. But I was missing my little Laura, and I did change her diaper. She did get a diaper change off camera. I had changed her because she had been in her little diaper too long. Whenever the last time it was, when I had changed her into this top she's wearing with them tight little pants, I had took the tight little pants off. But I changed her into, changed her diaper and just left her with the socks and the shirt. And then I have tried on these little hand mitts on her. So I was going to put the onesie on her that goes with the little hand mitts. But I guess I'll wait till another video. So anyway, guys, that is my Saturday video. We will see you guys soon in the next video, whatever day I get to come on here in between my hospital runs, and I will change Laura and probably another one of my babies. I don't know if it'll be a silicone or a reborn, but we're gonna come on and just probably change them and not feed anybody, so that way it'll be a little bit quicker if we just do some outfit changes or change them into a onesie or something. That's what we're gonna do. I was gonna put these little sandals on Layla. Do you need sandals with your romper? Let's see. These are the only sandals so far, as I've said, that actually fits Layla's foot. It's a little crib sandal, so tiny, and she wears them every summer. I want to say for at least 3 summers she's had these sandals. They are my absolute favorite. I don't even remember what brand they are now, and they don't even say it inside of them nowhere. So I don't even know, where would I get another pair? She needs another pair of this same little teeny tiny sandal. It's truly a newborn size sandal. It fits her foot, if you could see it. Truly fits her little foot. It's so cute. I can see her little toes peeking through in there. And they are the only sandals so far that really truly fits her foot. And I see a piece, like something in there with the size, but it doesn't say the brand. So I don't know, how can I find her another pair of these little sandals? Every time I'm looking online for baby sandals, I never see any like this. Because I would buy the same pair again. If I see this same pair, same color, so she could have 2, I would buy them all over again. But I've never seen them again. But they the only little sandals that fit her. So anyway, guys, that is my video for today. No real topic, just changing and feeding my baby. And just popping in to say hello to everyone. And happy Mother's Day, because I probably won't get to do a video tomorrow. So happy Mother's Day, as I said, to all of you. And that is about it. That's the grandbaby update, because a lot of you do message me and ask how she's doing. So I try to, do a little update with each video. And thank you again to all of you who have asked how she's doing. I really appreciate it. And please keep the prayers coming. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.